So what I'd like to do now is welcome Gadi from Nobex to talk about how Nobex Radio is pushing the limits of social listening with integration with the BlackBerry Messenger platform. Hey, Gadi, how you doing?
Hi, Chris. Thanks.
Welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So, I mean, I'm a big fan of Nobex. I'm a user. Tell us about some of the amazing things you're doing.
Well, Nobex Radio was launched 2 years ago, and it's a radio application, needless to say, for the BlackBerry devices. It allows you to select any one of 16,000 radio stations in over 100 countries, and not only listen to the station, but also to see the playlist of the songs that the station played. On a given song, you can purchase the song within integration with another partner, 7 Digital, YouTube clip, artist information, so much more interactive experience than just sitting back and listening to the radio.
Yeah, it's really immersive. I mean, I find myself lately actually sitting on the couch with my playbook hooked up through HDMI to my TV, and you've got the immersive experience there and the great music
exactly.
coming through in HD.
So, with Playbook, hopefully that will come up. So with the Playbook, not the devices.
Okay.
With the Playbook, with the screen size, basically we were able to put everything on the same screen. So you have the playing, the current station that you can start playing. The playlist is here. The same action. So if I click here, for instance, I'll see the artist information for that song coming from Last.fm. There's the preset at the bottom of the screen that you can switch between stations. So just much nicer form factor because of the screen.
It's amazing. I love it. How many radio stations did you say?
We have 16,000 radio stations, and we focus on the actual radio stations, not internet stream, the terrestrial radio station. The top
and
stations.
This is music, talk, it's sports.
Sports.
It's
different genres. You can pick different stations. Go back to the list. Pick a station by location, by genre, etc. So
cool.
Awesome. Now, we had that out for 2 years, and what I want to show is actually what we did last year since you launched the BBM social platform. Mm-hmm. So the first integration we did with BBM social platform is actually what happens in the background. When I play something, anyone on my network, BBM network, sees my actions posted that's Trillion. So if Ford looks at Trillion's profile, he sees the recent activity within Nobex Radio, and that she listens just now to KBPA. Mm-hmm. He can launch Nobex Radio. If he doesn't have Nobex Radio, it will open up World and launch Nobex Radio. And then basically that ties Nobex Radio to the virality of BBM.
Yes, exactly. So what kind of results have you seen after you launched with these
We launched
features?
that just before DevCon Americas. We saw, typically from a version to version, we get 5 to 10% increase of the number of downloads. We saw 52% increase.
52%.
And
huge.
most of them came, we have an invite to download. Most of the downloads came from people seeing the actions and clicking the actions of their friends. It's the best recommendation on an app that someone can get.
Amazing.
So that's what we did until DevCon. We showed at the DevCon Americas, that was September, and we came out of DevCon with 2 things that we thought we should leverage BBM social platform, and that's what we did in the last few months, and released that a few weeks ago. And that's what we call social listening. So if, let me exit this. So he's not in the app now, Arthur.
Yeah.
And that's, so this is Ford, this is Arthur, and Trillion is playing KBPA, okay? So while she plays, she actually remembers that Ford really likes this song. So she invites him to listen with her at the same time to the station. So Ford gets an invitation in BBM that he sees that Trillion invited him to listen with him. He accepts the invitation, it opens, and the screen opens a chat session between them.
Very cool.
Okay? Now,
chat back and forth.
anyone can add a friend to the chat, so he knows, and Ford doesn't leave home without Arthur and his towel, so he invites me and invites Arthur to listen to the same session, so sends an invitation. Arthur here will get the invite. He'll accept the invite. He'll join the session. I got the invite on my device.
Anybody else want to listen to this station out there? It's very cool. Come on, this is great stuff.
So now we can all chat, and everyone sees who's on that chat. So it made BBM part of the actual experience.
Right. So I might have liked Human League, but Cars maybe not so much. So I mean, do I have to? Am I stuck?
We can. Okay, so that's actually a good segue to. You remember there was a session at DevCon on gamifying applications.
Yes, with Jane McGonigal.
Exactly. So that's the second part that we wanted, is to find some game aspect of that. So let's say that Ford doesn't like this type of music, or you don't. So he actually switches to hip hop. So let me show you. I mean, it's completely different songs. I mean, hip hop songs. So he switches to hip hop, but then he can also switch everyone else to the same station. So see what happens on other devices. So
wherever he switched.
He switched everything.
Very
and
cool.
you
This is
start
cool stuff.
fights.
Kind of like, I don't know about you guys, it reminds me of when you're driving on those long family car rides and everyone's fighting over the radio.
Yeah,
I mean,
the benefit there is that the kids are in the back seat and they can't reach to the radio.
Right,
but that,
right.
It's, it's early to say, we just launched that a few weeks ago. It seems like we're getting another 50% boost in the number of downloads
amazing.
Because of that reality within.
This is amazing stuff. Well, thank you for sharing, Gadi.
Thank you very much.
Wish you success.
Thanks.
This is great. Thank you.